Hey guys, so I wanted to go ahead and bring you guys this now viral post of this young lady. Her name is Sadia. She decided to expose the fact that she found out while she's 8 months pregnant that her baby daddy had been cheating on her with 25 plus women, not only risking her health, but her baby's health as well. Sheesh, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this now viral post. She said, and sometimes you just gotta get cheated on while pregnant. Never in 1 million years would I think that I would be making a post like this, but this has been my new reality. I just recently found out that the father of my child has been cheating on me with multiple women unprotected, y'all, putting myself and my baby at risk. I have 1 month left of pregnancy. 2 incidents in the last 5 days, 25 plus women. This is another level of strength and adversity that I have been faced with. I'm making this post for all of the women out there who can do every single thing right with their partner and for their baby's best interest and still get an unfair hand. There were 0 signs and I did not know that he was living a double life. While it would be so easy to break down right now, my baby needs me more than ever, and I'm actually grateful that this information was presented to me so that I can learn from this. Keep me in your prayers, keep my baby in your prayers, and I hope that all women out there love themselves enough to walk away and cut things off that do not honor the vision that they have for themselves. Regardless of how difficult the scenario may be, God will make a way. He always does. He always will. Thank you to the women who have reached out to me, letting me know of this sick behavior. I'm truly grateful for the protection and divine timing. That is what she had to post, literally exposing the fact that she found out. It's so mind-blowing that 25 plus women, y'all, obviously very disappointing. Now, she also decided to make a second post, posting the fact that her baby daddy texted her after she posted her first post that went viral. So this is what he said. This is his text message. It says, "Yo, I know you hurt, but trying to air me out on Instagram is so immature, okay? Like him cheating with 25 plus women is not immature. He's trying to throw it off on her, okay? The gaslighting is crazy." Anyways, this is what she said. She said, "This is what lack of accountability and an apology looks like. Literally sickening. The audacity to insult someone when you've been doing things in the dark is crazy. No honesty, no transparency, no remorse, just playing victim and deflecting the accountability. Rest of the slides, the things being done in the dark very carelessly and unsafe. Story after story after story while also being intimate with me." So yeah, she also decided to post a lot of the voice notes and voicemails that she received from the other women who were sleeping with him as well, and this is what they had to say.
Hey girl, I'm so sorry that you're going through this right now. I did not know anything about him having a girlfriend, let alone an impregnated girlfriend. I am so sorry about this.
And he was telling me that he already had a son, that he was single. I
think we'd been drinking a lot. And I told him to use, and he was like kind of like fighting me on it. Like I remember him like saying he didn't really want to use it and like kind of going back and forth with me, and I was just like, well, we're not doing anything if you don't use it. But I do have a feeling, and I can't prove this, but I do have a feeling that he took it off at the very end. I think we'd been drinking a lot. And I told him to use a condom, and he was like kind of like fighting me on it. Like I remember him like saying he didn't really want to use it and like kind of going back and forth with me, and I was just like, well, we're not doing anything if you don't use a condom. But I do have a feeling, and I can't prove this, but I do have a feeling that he took it off at the very end. And everything we'd been drinking.
So I left it at that because I was already getting those signs. But truly, I apologize from my end just because I didn't do my due diligence and ask those questions.
Yeah. It's okay. I mean, I appreciate you even apologizing, but clearly your intuition was telling you something, you know?
Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah. And so, where did y'all have...
We were in the car.
You did it in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was like after the party. Like what date was this?
This was just last week on Thursday.
You're lying. Oh my God.
She also said, so grateful that the mask is off and true colors have been revealed. Thank you to everyone for the support during such a vulnerable time in my life. You only get one first pregnancy, which is true, you do. So I plan on cherishing these last few days as best as possible. Today makes 30 days until my due date, but I actually have to be induced on July 23rd due to just finding out that I have cholestasis. So basically cholestasis, if you don't know what it is when your liver is blocked with, you know what, I don't even know if I could say that word on here, but it's blocked with, let's just say, stuff, okay? It's blocked, and basically it can be very detrimental because it can end up getting to your BLOOD stream. And I know that's super annoying, guys. Y'all already know. But yeah, it can end up getting there. So like I said, it can be very detrimental. So that really made me feel bad to find out that she has that. She said, I will be doing everything in my power to make sure that my baby boy is cared for and safe. 2 weeks to go. And then she said, baby, when I'm so excited to bring you in this world, mommy is going to do her best to stay grounded, prayed up, and resilient so that you can be the happiest, healthiest baby ever. Let the countdown begin, July 23rd. And then she said, God got us. Okay, so from what I seen on her page, that was one of the last things that she posted. And then ultimately she's been posting a lot of posts. Like she posted this video right here of her dancing to Beyonce's Sorry Not Sorry. So she's trying to show people that she's being very strong and resilient in this situation, and that she's keeping herself happy for her baby, which is completely understandable. Child, 25 plus women, y'all, as a woman putting yourself in another woman's shoes that's going through a situation like this, obviously it's going to be devastating and a little heartbreaking to you as well, because nobody wants to go through this. A lot of women don't want to go through this, finding out that their baby daddy, boyfriend, whoever they're with, their partner, is cheating on them, especially with 25 plus women. Whether you have kids or not, like I said, I think as a woman you can empathize with her. Now, what I will have to say in this situation, this is why the lines are blurred between marriage and not marriage before you have kids, okay? A lot of women are saying, look, make sure that man puts a ring on your finger. Make sure you get married before you carry his kids, which, like I said, ultimately, I really do feel like it does make a lot of sense. And then you kind of get to see who that man is before you carry his child. Like if you bring up the fact that, look, I want to be married before I have children, and you stand on business as a woman, I'm pretty sure a lot of his true colors will show before then, before you actually carry his child. Now, of course, there's women who end up in situations where they decide to get pregnant before they get married, or they're pregnant by their man and their man has never married them. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that scenario as well, as long as it works out for you. Now, I will have to say, as a woman, if you're expecting loyalty, if you are expecting a lot of things out of your relationship with that person, I will say definitely make sure that you get that ring. Ultimately, I think the situation is more so messed up because she did say that there was a lot of lies and deceit in there. He was lying to her a lot. And I do feel like the main thing that he is wrong for is lying and the sleeping with other women while still sleeping with her, risking her and the baby's health. I think that that's ultimately what he's wrong for. Now, the cheating, you know, I don't know if some people would call it cheating, because let's go ahead and get into how people think these days. Some people think these days, some people do believe that you're single until you're married, which is definitely a conversation that you have to have with someone before you get into a relationship who really knows the dynamic and the things that they talked about. So even if you're pregnant by that person and they're your boyfriend, they still believe that they can be out and do their thing because they're like, I don't have no ring on my finger, so I'm not committed to anyone. But regardless of that, even if he does have that mindset, and that's not to stick up for him, because, you know, if you're lying, if you're being deceptive, then yes, 100% you have to take accountability, and you're wrong in that situation. Like I said, he's wrong for the lying, he's wrong for the deception, he's wrong for sleeping with his baby mama while sleeping with other women, risking not only him, but his baby mama's and his baby's health. 100% wrong, and he needs to take accountability for that and be held responsible for that by any means necessary. She also decided to post some posts of what the women in his family had to say about this, and ultimately they're saying, oh, you're embarrassing yourself, that's embarrassing that you're exposing yourself. This is not embarrassing. There's a lot of women who have been through this same situation behind the scenes. They just you know, probably wasn't brave enough to speak out and post it on social media. And just because you don't post it on social media, let me take that back. That does not mean that you're not brave. Maybe you just want more privacy in your life, but there is some people who maybe wanted to post it and they just was too ashamed of the situation. So she's deciding to speak out for every woman who has been through the same exact scenario. And she's somewhat of a motivational speaker. So I really, like I said, I do think it was very resilient, very brave of her to speak out and tell her story, even though it can be seen as embarrassing and a lot of people just wouldn't want to do it, because now look, it's blowing up. She has a lot of supporters. She has a lot of people supporting her and helping her get through her pregnancy, obviously because her baby daddy couldn't because of the lies and deception. I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section. What would you do in a situation, in a scenario like this? What do you think about it? Once again, thank you for watching Room for Tea. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a blessed rest of your night.